All right, good afternoon, everybody. If you could please take your seats, we are about to begin. And before we begin, please take a moment to make sure and check your cell phones and pagers to make sure that they're silenced or turned off. Thank you. All right. Well, welcome. My name is Dr. Elizabeth Peterson, and I'm the Director of Professional Education for the Department of Occupational Therapy. And I would like to invite you to the pinning ceremony for the class of 2026. So please stand and join me in welcoming the faculty, the staff, and the graduates of the class of 2026. Please be seated. So welcome again on behalf of the Department of Occupational Therapy. I am extremely proud of the students that are graduating today. For those of you who had the good fortune to attend the poster presentations made by the students this morning, you've had a glimpse into the talents of this graduating class. We certainly have a lot to celebrate. So to begin our event, I would like to introduce the Dean of the College of Applied Health Sciences, Dr. Carlos Crespo.
Thank you, Liz, and thank you, everyone. Welcome to the University of Illinois Chicago College of Applied Health Sciences Occupational Therapy Department pinning ceremony. Last night, we had a great event. We had the commencement, and it reminded me why we do what we do, and especially at UIC. And it also reminded me a few words that I said yesterday, and it had to do about how, it was about parents. My daughter graduated also yesterday. I'm also a proud daddy. But I was talking about how the babies were made, but I wasn't talking like that, like birds and the bees. It was more about how we, this journey that you're in now started when you were born. And we as parents were looking for what was the best for you, and at the same time, making sure that you did what you wanted to do, and to make sure you were happy doing what you were doing. And today, we start celebrating that part. They're almost there. They're going to remain in your family plan forever. That's not going to change. But hopefully they will call, they will text, they will stay in touch. It also reminded me that we do our best. We do our best for our students. And our best is really, really good enough. Our best is just as good as anybody's best, not just in the US, but worldwide. And there are magazines that reflect that, confirm basically what we know. but you have worked very hard to get here. It's an important stage in your training. The faculty have also worked very hard to get you here. It might feel sometimes that everything is super choreographed, but there's a purpose for everything that happens to you. And it reminds us why we do what we do. Why engage in this type of training? And a big part of that is we like to help. We like to help people who are vulnerable. We like to make sure that people are functional, regained their humanity. And when you're at that stage, you're it. And it can be scary. It can be scary because you feel responsible for this human being on the other side, which you have recently met. But they have put that trust in you, in your hands. And while scary, we're so confident that you will be doing the best job. Because we do our best, you do our best, and that's how we train our students. Wherever you're going to go next, you're going to be an ambassador of our program. You're going to be an ambassador of UIC. You're going to reflect everything that's gotten you here. And while whatever it is great, do know that we train you well. You got this. You will show what UIC, and you will show that UIC has heart. Thank you, welcome, and have a great day.
Hey everyone, are you not impressed and inspired by what you have seen so far today? All right. I am Susan Magacy, and I am professor and head of the Department of Occupational Therapy. And I would like to add my warmest welcomes to all of you. No one gets through a doctoral program alone, so graduates, please take a minute to stand up and honor the people who brought you here today: parents, grandparents, partners, siblings, mentors, friends, children, and everyone else. So. I would also ask our amazing faculty, staff, fieldwork educators, and capstone mentors who guided you through this degree process to stand and be acknowledged. It is an honor to come to work with you every day and just see the care and intention that you put into mentoring students and guiding this program. So it is easy in this program to focus on the day-to-day demands or focus on our beautiful physical space in an old TB hospital. But I don't want us to lose sight of the amazing OT community that you are part of here at UIC. One of today's capstones projects focused on honoring our legacy, and we have truly been led by giants in the history of OT here at UIC. For practical purposes, she had to end her project at the legacy that ended in 2022. So I would like to take a few minutes to showcase the legacy of the department and how it has grown since you entered the program in fall of 2023. So in a time when science, and especially the kind of social justice-oriented research that we do, is being cut at the national level, we have as a department increased our research funding by approximately 400%. We have expanded clinical services to minoritized and underserved communities through our 3 faculty practices, serving children, youth, and family, chronic disease self-management, and hand therapy practices. 7 faculty members have earned prestigious teaching and mentoring awards. 3 faculty members have been named as fellows of our professional organizations, and 1 was inducted into the OT Academy of Research. We have expanded science and evidence-based practice through innumerable peer-reviewed presentations, publications, and book chapters. We have awarded over $500,000 in student awards, scholarships, and travel awards. So thank you to our alumni donors. Thank you to the dean. We know we could not support and provide as many opportunities without them. So it is no wonder that UIC OT is the #1 OT program in Illinois, and we are tied for #5 in the country. We were 2 points out of first place. So let's take that as a win. And we are so proud to have all of you all as part of that legacy, and we can't wait to see where you take it next. So every cohort of students has its own personality. And when I thought about y'all, I kept coming up with 3 words: caring, camaraderie, and competitiveness. Susan loves a good alliteration. So you are a group of students who shows up and steps up. I am so impressed with the ways that you take care not only of the people that you serve, but of each other. Throughout your degree, you have dealt with some really big issues on the personal, national, and global levels. You found ways to navigate around that and through these challenges. You didn't always agree, but ultimately you treated each other with respect and dignity, and through that you found your people. The love and respect that you have for one another is palpable. We could see that on the big screen last night at commencement. We see it with you all today. So please stay connected to each other and to us. We want you back as guest lecturers, as fieldwork educators, as EBP questioners. You are also fiercely competitive, and fiercely competitive in the best possible way, not with each other, but with yourselves. It's not easy to get into this OT program in the first place. So shout out to the admissions committee for selecting this group of people. You nailed it. And you have flourished in your paths on becoming OTs. We see your competitive spirit in the way you repeatedly demolish our sister school, not to be named, in our annual kickball challenge. We have seen it in the way that maybe one of you reached out to a senior faculty to try to negotiate an excused absence so more people could get to that game. Didn't work, but it was a nice try. It is that competitiveness, though, that we need in this profession. At a time when disability services, community-based programming, science, and OT education are under threat, I know that you are going to be exceptional advocates for the profession, and I am honored to call you peers and colleagues. I am glad that you are the next generation of leaders. We are truly in good hands. We know the kinds of people that you are and the kinds of OTs that you have dedicated yourselves to becoming. I can't wait to see what comes next. I'm looking for Maria. I can't see with my bifocals on. Maria, could you join me? So at this point in the ceremony, we'd like to take just a moment to honor faculty members who are transitioning out of their faculty role. Yeah, I know, it's sad. There will be tears. She's not leaving us quite yet, but we want to honor Dr. Liz Peterson, who after more than 30 years as a professor in this department has decided to retire in December. This will be her last pinning. Liz has had a profound impact on every aspect of the program, from block design, accreditation, faculty mentoring, and detailed planning. Everything, she touches every aspect of the program, and it turns it to gold. Most impressively for me is the hidden work that she does in supporting students in crisis. And if you've been one of those students, you know the care that she puts into this. She does this with creativity, thoughtfulness, and discretion. She is truly practicing at the top of her license as an occupational therapist in service to you. And I'd like to invite Maria Larson-Watt to say a few words.
Sorry, Liz, this is not in the script. Hi, everyone. My name is Maria Larson-Watt, and I'm one of the staff members in the OT department. I don't usually have a speaking role for the pinning ceremonies. I usually work behind the scenes, but I wanted to take a moment to recognize Liz. Liz will be retiring in December after 33 years at UIC, and I've had the privilege of working alongside her in her role as program director for 16 of those years. In that time, we partnered on so many pieces of our entry-level program, including, just to name a few, transitioning from a master's to an entry-level OTD, building class schedules, creating student handbooks, compiling reports for our program evaluations, preparing for 2 on-site accreditation visits, navigating licensure and certification, and organizing countless events like today. But what stands out most isn't just everything Liz has done, it's how she's done it. Liz is one of the most organized people I've ever worked with. She has an incredible ability to see what needs to be done, anticipate what's coming next, and keep everything moving in a way that makes even the most complicated task feel manageable. Through every to-do list we've made and remade, and sometimes remade again, just to make sure things go smoother or more seamless for the following year, she has approached her work with thoughtfulness, care, and unwavering commitment to getting things done right, not just for the moment, but for the years ahead. Even when things felt hectic or uncertain, Liz brought a sense of calm and direction that grounded all of us. She made sure everyone, faculty, staff, and students, always felt supported, and she kept us moving forward, no matter what. Somehow, she always made it all work. Liz has had a profound impact on this department and on all of us. She has been a steady presence, a trusted problem solver, and a driving force behind so much of what works so well here. She will be leaving our department in incredibly good hands with systems, structure, and a level of organization that will continue to guide and support us long after her retirement. Her influence in our department will truly continue to be felt for years to come. And on a personal note, Liz and I have truly been a great team. Sorry. I'm so grateful not just for her dedication, but also for her partnership, her support, and the friendship we built throughout the years. It's something I will always carry with me, and honestly, it means more to me than I can ever put into words. Liz, your work, your leadership, and the way you've shown up for all of us have made a lasting difference. You've helped to shape our entry-level programs, and you've shaped so many of us within our department. You will deeply be missed, and I hope this next chapter brings you the same care, purpose, and fulfillment that you've given to all of us. Just with fewer to-do lists, or at least some fun ones, and more time to enjoy them. At this time, I would like to invite Liz to come up and receive a small token of our appreciation. Please join me in celebrating her.
We did make Liz pick up her own flowers because it was on her to-do list to go to the florist.
That was lovely. Thank you, thank you. You know, I'm working hard to keep it together, so I'm going to keep it that way. Susan knows I'm not a pretty crier, so we're not going to go there. So, thank you. It was really lovely. I just want to say this is a wonderful pinning to celebrate a wonderful group of students. And each year we have the honor of presenting several awards to both students and faculty to recognize special achievements. However, it's first important to recognize the accomplishments of our graduates both individually and as a group because they're so impressive. The graduates' capstone projects are really a culmination of their entry-level OTD education. And that education has a distinct UIC brand. Their curriculum reflects our scholarship of practice philosophy. Our graduates are theoretically grounded consumers of research who pursue occupational therapy practice as a deeply collaborative process with the people and the communities that they work with. These students are also leaders who recognize the responsibility of creating tomorrow's practice now is on their shoulders. If that's not enough, we have several graduates who have been employed as student workers, teaching assistants, research assistants. We have graduates who have participated with faculty advisors in writing professional articles and chapters, and many have held leadership positions in organizations both within and outside UIC. And in doing so, they have not only represented the interests of our department, but they have helped to shape our department's priorities. It really has been a gift to work with these students who have been such an important part of our department since the fall of 2023. So I asked the faculty to send me their thoughts about this outstanding group of students, and it was very clear that the class of 2026 has left a mark on the department that will go far beyond the classroom. Many of the thoughts of the faculty echo what Susan had to say. So this class created a connected and very supportive community. This goes from winning the UIC versus Rush kickball game. This is one of the most athletic cohorts we have ever had, to bringing the energy with the OT Olympics and OT 600. They reminded us that learning can and should be joyful, playful, and full of life. They made the most of their time together, dancing, sharing meals, building connections over class breaks. During one break, they took over room 313 and started a video game tournament playing Super Mario Smash Brothers. The faculty often found them playing board games, card games, crafting, or laughing together. They truly embodied occupational balance. Because of the class of 2026, our department is more vibrant. These students have made this space on UIC their own. They've energized each other and the whole department. This was a group that celebrated each other with intentionality. They celebrated anything, right? Accomplishments, end of the semester, and holidays, and more. Several faculty commented on the start of the UIC Bro Tees. This is the male group that have named themselves, and they have developed a strong bond. So that group opened yet another space for support and belonging. This class's Outfit of the Day content brought creativity, confidence, and personality to our shared spaces. They really created a caring community in meaningful ways. It was built on a culture of authenticity. So even when they were really stressed, they would love to talk about how they would get through it all together, and it was wonderful to observe. In OT 641 this year, many of the students returned to contribute to the labs to share what they've learned with the class of 2027. It was great to see how confident they had grown and how they could embrace their mentoring role so soon. Students, as you step into the next chapter, we hope that you carry that same spirit with you to build a community, to find joy in your work, to lead with both heart and humor. These strengths will make you incredible occupational therapists. It has been a pleasure to teach you all. You have increased the visibility of occupational therapy at UIC. You have inspired our department members. You have made our department an engaging, inclusive, and tight-knit community. We will miss you. You should all feel very proud of what you've accomplished. Would the graduates please rise so we can give you a round of applause for all your hard work and many accomplishments. At this time, I would like to invite Ryan Tomir to the stage to present our first awards.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Hi, folks that are visiting. So glad you're here. My name is Ryan Tomir. I am a clinical assistant professor and one of the academic fieldwork coordinators in our department. Just say as a quick aside, I wish I knew about the Super Smash Brothers tournament because I am legitimately very good at Super Smash Brothers. So I think I think I would have won, to be honest with you. We've got 2 fieldwork awards today. I have the pleasure of announcing the first of those, which is the Beatrice D. Wade Award for Clinical Excellence. But before we announce the award, I just want to acknowledge the fieldwork accomplishments of the entire group here. The necessity of applying the many things that you learn in OT school, theory, models of practice, documentation, anatomy, physiology, assessment, mental health stuff, developmental milestones. Fieldwork's where you put all that together, right? Where you actually get to put it into practice. It can be one of the most challenging parts of OT school. So congratulations to the entire class for getting through that. So the first of our 2 Fieldwork Awards is, again, the Beatrice D. Wade Award for Clinical Excellence. Students are nominated for this award by their fieldwork educators for exceptional performance during fieldwork. This award goes back a long way. It was established in 1983 at the department's 40th anniversary. It includes a cash prize. Now, this isn't the Oscars, because the winners actually already got their certificates, so do keep an eye on your email for that aforementioned cash prize. But I do want to take a moment to recognize our winners. So I'm going to name you, and I would ask that you stand throughout so we can give all 4 of you a round of applause. The first winner that I will acknowledge is Joe Talbot, who won the award at Guiding Light Academy. Our second winner is Layla Jakupovic, who won during her time at Elmhurst Hospital. Our third is Lauren I've got it written down, Lauren Demayuga. From her time at Huntley School District. And our last winner is Jeremy Maniflaz at Illinois Bone and Joint Institute. Congratulations to all 4 of you. And really do keep an eye on your email for this stuff about the cash prize, okay? Please be seated. Next, I'd like to invite my co-academic fieldwork coordinator, Dr. Lisa Shuskis, to the stage.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Lisa Shuskis, and I serve as co-academic fieldwork coordinator alongside Ryan. As someone who is new to the university, I am especially proud to be part of this academic community and deeply appreciative of the strong partnerships that support our students. It is truly a privilege to work alongside fieldwork educators who so clearly embody excellence in teaching and mentorship. It is my honor to introduce and recognize a distinguished group of fieldwork educators who were nominated by our students for their exceptional teaching, mentorship, and commitment to professional development. These educators exemplify excellence in clinical education, going beyond supervision to intentionally prepare students for entry-level practice. And through their guidance, encouragement, and modeling of best practices, they have made a lasting impact on our students' growth and confidence as emerging professionals. From this outstanding group, we will be recognizing 4 fieldwork educators whose contributions stood out in particularly meaningful ways. We are deeply grateful to all of our nominees for their dedication to student learning, and we are proud to honor today's recipients. So first recipient is Suzanne Vizalo at UIH Acute Care, nominated by Natalia Soyutik and Lauren Demuyuga. I'm so sorry. I have it written down. I'm so sorry. I don't believe Suzanne is here today, but if you are, can you please come up and receive your award? Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Our second recipient is Abigail Peters at Schwab Rehabilitation Hospital, nominated by Rachel Montoya. And if I believe Abigail Peters is here with us today. Abigail, please come up to receive your award. Our third recipient is Bianca Rowe with Grow with the Flow Pediatric Therapy, nominated by Jenna Frizzell. I believe Bianca Rowe is here with us today. Bianca, please come up and receive your award. I believe. All right, and our fourth recipient is Kayla Ross from Mount Sinai Hospital, nominated by Lily Patton. Kayla Ross is here with us today. Please come up and receive your award. Thank you so much. Congratulations. All right, at this time, I would like to invite Jennifer Summers to the stage.
Thank you so much. My name is Jennifer Summers, and I am the very proud doctoral capstone coordinator for these amazing graduates. If you were at the Capstone Poster Symposium earlier today, I have no doubt that you can see how hard each of your graduates have worked to create meaningful, sustainable projects for their capstone partners across the city and beyond. So let's give them all a round of applause. It is my pleasure to share that 11 of our graduates have been nominated for the Capstone Excellence Award by their site mentors. So each mentor explained how their nominee created projects that were outstanding examples of our UIC OT department's curricular themes. Those themes include demonstrating OT's distinct value, demonstrating rigorous inquiry, demonstrating commitment to community engagement, advocacy, and social justice, and demonstrating commitment to professional identity and leadership. Each nomination form was reviewed by a 3-person panel using an objective rubric, and each nominee has been informed of their nomination and their status. Before I announce the winner, I'd like to publicly acknowledge the nominees and ask that you stand and remain standing so we can celebrate your achievements. First one is Lauren. I'm going to get it, Lauren, okay? Lauren De Mayuga. Okay, there we go. Banna Sambuli. Banna Sambuli. I might have said, yeah. Thank you. I'm sorry, Lauren is from UIC Faculty Practice. Banna was at Inner City Muslim Action Network. Katerina Garbus from Bonaventure House. Kara Youngkin from UIC Aquatic Center. Hannah Wang from Chinese American Service League. Asiana Griffin from And Rise Chicago. Kiara Reina from Rizal Center, Filipino American Council of Greater Chicago. Layla, I don't know, Layla, if I can do this one though. Layla Jakopovic from UIC Inclusive Care Clinic. Megan Cabrera from University of Chicago Outpatient Hand Therapy. Ooh. And Nancy C. Sanchez from Rebuilding Together. Thank you to all of our nominees. You may be seated. So our 2026 Capstone Excellence Award winner is Caroline Klaus. If you'll join me, please. Caroline completed her capstone project at Parkland College as well as the West Champaign Head Start. Hopefully you were at her poster today. She did amazing work. As she makes her way up here, I want to read just a brief excerpt from her nominating mentor, Stacy Young, as she creeps over here. Stacy said, this was just a small excerpt, but she said Carolyn embodied the role of OT. She just had it from the beginning. Relationships based on allyship is the best way to build new sites and projects, and she has the perfect blend of confidence and humility. This was such a rewarding experience for me and exceeded all my expectations. So thank you for representing our department in that way. Thank you so much. Please welcome next Jenica Lee for the EOTD Achievement Emerging Leader Award.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm honored to present 2 special awards to 2 outstanding students who made a meaningful impact in our community. Both awards are nominated and selected by faculty who thoughtfully consider the impact each student has made throughout their time in the program. I'm excited to begin with the Emerging Leader Award, a departmental honor that recognizes a student who has demonstrated exceptional dedication through volunteer service, leadership, scholarly work, or the development of programs and initiatives. This year's Emerging Leader Award goes to Lily Patton. She was nominated for her remarkable scholarly impact and sustained engagement in mentored research, which has helped elevate and connect a diverse community working for the collective good of young children and families. Lily, please join me on stage to accept your award. So next, I'm thrilled to present the EOTD Achievement Award, a college-level honor that recognizes excellence in academic achievement, leadership, and service. I also like to take a moment to recognize, we had 2 nominations. So this year's one of the other nomination was Kelly Dunphy. Will you please stand? Thank you so much. We wanted to take the time to recognize you. Thank you. So this year's recipient for the EOTD Achievement Award is Lauren Dimayuga. She was recognized for her exceptional academic performance and her outstanding potential as a future leader in occupational therapy. Lauren, please join me on stage to receive your award. Congratulations, Lily and Lauren, for their well-deserved recognition. We are so proud of you both. And now I'd like to invite Dr. Ashley Stoffel, Dr. Caitlin Smith, and Dr. Tony Van Den En to the stage.
Hi, everyone. I am honored to be here along with Tony and Caitlin to present our Scholarship of Practice Collaborative Partnership Awards. And what this award is, a Scholarship of Practice Collaborative Partner. And we have many of them. We have many community partners who we love, and we are honored to celebrate 2 of them today. But this award honors those who have partnered with us across the OT department in all areas of our Scholarship of Practice, which our students know very well, right? Our Scholarship of Practice model. But we look at that they are involved in teaching and mentoring, scholarship and research endeavors, as well as, importantly, capstone and fieldwork experiences. So today we are honored to have 2 awards that we will present from our UI Health system. The first one is UI Health 55th and Pulaski Health Collaborative, as well as the UI Health Clinical OT Department. So I would like to invite Sandy McCullough and Sophia Agnagnos, if she is here. I know Sandy is here. Oh, there she is. Yeah, please come up. Yes. Wonderful. Thank you. Sandy. Okay, so here to accept our first award on behalf of the UI Health 55th and Pulaski Health Collaborative is Sandy. Come on up here, yeah. Is Sandy McCullough. Woo, woo, yeah. Sandy is the Senior Director of Clinic Operations at this Health Collaborative, and we just really thank you and the full collaborative for all their collaboration across our department, but especially with our faculty practice initiatives and expanding and helping expand our scholarly efforts into under-resourced communities and really expanding access for OT into those communities. We also, the collaborative has really been supportive of students. The collaborative hosts every single one of our entry-level OT students for level 1 fieldwork. So grateful to have that opportunity. 4 of our capstone students out of this cohort also worked with the collaborative. So we're so grateful. Sandy is an amazing partner, and we're just honored to have you with us today and to continue to partner with you. So thank you. You got your award.
All right, and then we have Sophia, who is the community, or the clinical education coordinator at UI Health. Tony and I are so excited to present this award to you guys. Without the commitment and dedication of all the clinicians at UI Health, we simply could not do what we do. Our students' education is enriched by the many dedicated OTs who come to teach. Personally, I co-lead 2 of the very lab-intensive courses in our curriculum. So whether it's clinicians assisting with range of motion labs, grading practicums, or participating in our clinical skills practice labs, which our students will tell you are very long days. It's long days for us too in the teaching end, but we wouldn't be able to present this wonderful education to you without their help. And if that's not enough, many of our students do their fieldwork at UI Health, and many of the clinicians partner with our students and host capstone students. So, Sophia, you've been such a wonderful collaborator since you've joined UI Health, and I know you've been such a champion of all of these collaborations, so thank you for all you do.
So I now have the privilege of presenting the Teaching Service Awards, and this year we have 3 recipients of 10-year Teaching Service Awards, Megan McCrae, Esmeralda Vasquez, and Jennifer Stinger. I know that Megan and Esmeralda are with us today, so if you would please join us on the stage. I will just say a very few words about your incredible service. I mean, it is 10 years worth, so there's a lot to say, but I'll just say that your contributions over the past decade have truly been tremendous. A couple of examples are, most importantly, they have brought their extensive clinical backgrounds to deliver a lot of diverse course content. Esmeralda, you have been on our admissions committee. Megan, you have been a fieldwork educator. You have also helped us document our coverage of the ACODE accreditation standards. So thank you both for your incredible expertise, and your passion for sharing the next generation of occupational therapists is evident, and we know that our OT program is stronger thanks to you. I would now like to introduce Kara Yunkin, who will present the Excalibur Teaching Award.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Each year, the Excalibur Award for Teaching Excellence is awarded to one faculty member from each applied health science department. What makes this award especially meaningful is that it's chosen by the cohort and given to a professor who has made a lasting impact on students, not only academically, but personally and professionally as well. It recognizes someone who goes above and beyond to support, mentor, and inspire future occupational therapists. On behalf of the OTD class of 2026, it is truly my honor and privilege to say a few words about this year's recipient, Jenica Lee. Did you want to come up? Jenica has had an incredible impact on our cohort and our experience throughout this program. She is approachable, thoughtful, engaging, and incredibly supportive. She creates an environment where students feel comfortable asking questions, challenging themselves, and growing with confidence. She brings a calm and encouraging presence into every classroom while somehow also making learning fun, engaging, and approachable. And she always does it with amazing outfits, too. Her outfits became pretty iconic with our cohort. Throughout so many of our courses, Jenica encouraged us to think critically about the why behind what we do as OTs. From teaching hand-on skills like range of motion and manual muscle testing, to guiding us through clinical reasoning, our group fieldwork experiences, and professional development. She consistently pushes us to be stronger clinicians while leading with empathy, patience, and intention. She has a way of making complex concepts feel manageable while still challenging us to think deeper and become more thoughtful practitioners. What makes Jenica especially remarkable is the care she brings beyond the classroom. Through her work with the Chinese American Service League in Chinatown, she creates opportunities for students to engage with the community in a meaningful and culturally relevant way. For example, she hosted multiple CASL caregiver trainings where students could have opportunities to teach caregiver training for older adults within this community. Despite balancing so many responsibilities as an educator, mentor, and community advocate, she continues to show up for students with genuine kindness, support, and care, whether it's checking in during stressful times, celebrating student successes, and bringing treats for Lunar New Year, or simply making time for conversation and support. She consistently creates a sense of community and belonging. Jenica has been an incredible mentor, advocate, and role model for our cohort, and we are all so grateful to have learned from her. So on behalf of the class of 2026, congrats, Jenica. Do we look good? Yeah.
Thank you, Kara. Congratulations, Jenica. Each year, the department invites a person who's special to the class to present the keynote address. This person is decided upon by the students, and this year I am very happy to introduce Dr. Matt Klinger. So Matt, I'm going to say a couple of words before I bring you up, Matt. So Matt is a strategic change leader with over a decade of experience driving system-wide transformation in complex healthcare environments. Over the last 14 years, Dr. Klinger has served as an adjunct instructor at UIC and as an occupational therapist at UIH, providing patient care across ICU, acute care, and outpatient settings. In his full-time role as Organizational Quality Coordinator at UI Health, Dr. Klinger helps to drive sustainable change that will improve patient safety and outcomes. He has consistently transformed strategic vision into measurable organizational excellence. Dr. Klinger's focus on aligning practice, policy, and theory has helped him to incorporate evidence-based practice and data-driven quality improvement initiatives that have enhanced patient outcomes, efficiency, and safety throughout the organization. Outside of his occupations as a change agent, adjunct instructor, and occupational therapist, Dr. Klinger's favorite roles are husband, friend, and volunteer. He loves spending time with his family and his dog, Sterling, and enjoys hiking, kayaking, and traveling. Welcome, Matt.
Hey, good afternoon and welcome, everyone. It's truly an honor to stand before the entry-level OTD class of 2026 today. To the class of 2026, congratulations. Been waiting on that all day. As I fall up the stairs coming up. I didn't fully go down, though. And to the families, friends, and faculty that are here, thank you. And congratulations, this moment belongs to you as well for all the support that you've given over the many, many years for our graduates. I've had the privilege of supporting your journey. I've had the privilege of supporting your journey, from labs and lectures to simulation experiences and classroom discussions to deep conversations on Quirkle and caboodles. But that's just a few steps along the way before arriving at today's ceremony here. But today isn't about those moments either. Today's pinning ceremony marks your transition from student to professional. It's a celebration of change, of your resilience, of your commitment, and your growth. From students to occupational therapists, an evolution, a slow burn. Minutes to weeks to years, from prospective students to graduate students to fieldwork interns, and now to occupational therapists. Right before our very eyes, you've changed. Years of effort, long hours, clinicals, manual muscle testing, or maybe you love the manual muscle testing. I did not. And everything in between have led you here to this moment today. Your pinning is just another moment in time celebrating years of transformation. Take a moment to slow down and take it all in, because this moment, like so many others, will pass too quickly. A simple haiku highlights this delicately, reminding us of the certainty and the beauty of change. Our time is short. Treat each day like it's your last. Breathe deeply and smile. Today I'm going to be talking about change. Like Liz shared, I've been an occupational therapist for 14 years, and what I thought my career as an occupational therapist would be is very different than what it's become. My full-time role at the University of Illinois is in administration and focuses on change management, quality improvement, and patient safety. But that wasn't always the plan. A turning point in my career, a major change, occurred after I completed my post-professional Doctor of Occupational Therapy degree right here at UIC. Thank you, faculty. At the time, I was working in acute care, acute rehabilitation, and ICU settings, like Liz mentioned, and I recently began providing outpatient low-vision occupational therapy services. I felt like I needed a little bit more uptraining and skilling to be a better clinician and to provide better care to my patients in need. And after much thought, I decided to pursue an OTD for 3 reasons: to enhance my low-vision skills, to improve my teaching abilities, as I stumble and mumble over my words up here, did I? You guys tell me. And to improve program evaluation and quality improvement skill set. The areas that I was least interested in pursuing as a student before beginning the program, evaluation and quality improvement, became the direction that my career took, as I began shifting away from full-time clinical care to change management, supporting safety initiatives in a different capacity. My interest, my focus had changed. Around the same time, I became involved in the Safe Patient Handling and Mobility program at the hospital. This was a quality and safety initiative, and it was really aimed at supporting both employee and patient safety, decreasing caregiver injuries, and of course, decreasing patient injuries. The patients were there to help. Gemma was a coworker of mine. Gemma was an ICU nurse. And Gemma is also an alias that I'll use throughout this presentation today to protect this person's identity. I'd worked with Gemma at the bedside for several years, but while we met when I supported the Safe Patient Handling and Mobility program, I met Jenna as a patient. Gemma's career had recently changed after she experienced an injury while repositioning or moving a patient in bed. She did the right thing by providing exceptional care to her patient in need, but not everything that Gemma did was safe. Because she was in a hurry, I've never really used one of these at a podium, figuring it out. Because she was in a hurry, Gemma didn't use the recommended equipment that she had used many times before. She also didn't follow the typical process of requesting assistance for this 2-person dependent transfer, AKA it took multiple people to move this patient safely and comfortable in bed, safely for the patient and also safely for the caregivers helping them. Gemma did this by herself. Gemma sustained a severe shoulder injury and could no longer safely provide care in the ICU setting. But Gemma's story doesn't end with impairment. With time, resources, patience, and perseverance, Gemma adapted. She changed. Hey, it's my boss. Those are my coworkers. Gemma's roles before her accident included the roles of wife, mother, friend, and ICU nurse. And after Jenna's accident and injury, she assumed a new role, outpatient nurse. And per Gemma, an added bonus to this was that she got to spend more time on the weekends with her family, especially her son. Gemma's role supporting patient outcomes had changed, and so had mine. Gemma's journey shifted how I saw my role, not just as a clinician, but as someone who can improve systems, safety, and care on a broader scale. As an occupational therapist, I could support change and quality outcomes, even if I wasn't the one directly providing patient care at the bedside. Sometimes you just have to trust the process, despite the uncertainty and the unknown. Sometimes the only thing certain is change. a reminder from Taylor Swift's hit song, Change, from her 2010 Grammy Award-winning album, Fearless. These things will change. Today's core message isn't just about Taylor Swift, I had to bring up Taylor Swift, or about change, but it's about embracing change, leaning in and embracing change. Change can be so hard and so uncertain, but no worries. You've spent months successfully adapting to uncertain situations and environments during your fieldwork rotations, navigating the unknown to provide exceptional occupational therapy services to your clients and your communities. But sometimes change can be really complicated. Sometimes you just have to keep moving, and sometimes the only way out of it is through it. By leaning in, learning along the way, and living your life to the fullest. Live, laugh, love. Just kidding. Not quite, but dangerously close. Lean into uncertainty, learn how to ask for what you need, and live your life to the fullest. If you're tracking lesson 1, lean into uncertainty. Leaning into uncertainty can be so uncomfortable and so cringe, but maybe, just maybe, the uncomfortability, that's where the growth actually occurs. In my personal experience, discomfort usually arises from uncertainty, not having the answer when asked, or not knowing how to best prepare for a situation. I encourage you to stay open to opportunities and possibilities and stay curious. And when you have the bandwidth, explore and seek those opportunities out. For me, choosing to pursue a post-OTD was a decision that I mulled over for literal years. The analysis paralysis can be real. So hopefully you make decisions a little bit faster than I am. During my studies, I stayed curious and I leaned into the program and curriculum with an open mind and an open heart, and I changed. I learned new and different skills. I shifted my career focus from providing direct patient care full-time to supporting healthcare outcomes through performance improvement. The path isn't always clear, and oftentimes it changes. But that doesn't mean that you're lost. Leaning into the uncertainty, into the unknown, can be just as rewarding as the best planned therapy session or a well-organized spreadsheet. Lesson 2, learn how to ask for what you need. Communication matters, but sometimes asking for what we need isn't so simple. I recently attended a powerful lecture focused on communication, on listening to yourself and learning how to ask for what you need. What do you need to change your perspective? And are you able to listen and to really hear? Sorry about that. Are you able to listen and to really hear what others are telling you in the moment, what they need as well? So what you need and what others need as well. Learning how to ask for what you need and others need can be as simple as asking yourself, do you want to be helped? Do you want to be heard? Or do you want to be hugged? The speaker of the presentation that I attended shared a personal story. The speaker's son, a sweet and outgoing goofball, began entering his teenage years, and big changes began to emerge in his personality and communication, which began to shift the entire family dynamic. And communication that before came so naturally and easily was now difficult for the entire family. Over time, and through a lot of reflection, it became more obvious that the gap was communication, learning how to ask for what you need and learning how to hear what others need as well, and actually being able to give them what they need in that moment. It wasn't that the speaker's son had stopped communicating. In fact, he was communicating more than ever and quite loudly. He just wasn't being heard. After time, tears, and frustrations, the family tried something new that they hadn't before, listening to their son and actually hearing what he had to say. No assumptions, just listening. But communication can be really nuanced. If you're anything like me and sometimes struggle to communicate your needs directly, take a moment, maybe even take a breath, and ask yourself, what do you need in this moment now here to change? What will help you to change your perspective? Do you want to be helped? Do you want to be heard? Or do you want to be hugged? If you're looking for advice, maybe you're looking for help. And those other times when you really need to vent, maybe you're just looking to be heard. No actionable solutions, no follow-ups, just word vomit. 2 more awkward page turns. Hang in there with me. 2 more awkward page turns to go. And how about those never-ending days where everything seems to go wrong? Maybe those are the days that you really just need to be hugged. Sometimes we don't always know what we want or we need in the moment, and that's okay, because by the time you know, the moment has already changed. Lesson 3, this is the most fun. Live your life to the fullest. The most OT lesson there is. With everything happening in the world, it can be really difficult to find happiness, discover joy, or to even celebrate. Or for celebration, something like today, to feel authentic. Take a breath, change, and remember to put on your own oxygen masks on first before assisting others. What can you change to feel more grounded, or what can you change to find more joy? Like Liz mentioned, kayaking, hiking, traveling, listening to The Life of a Showgirl on repeat, on vinyl, on all the vinyl variants. Whew, I could talk about that all day. All these leisure occupations and activities are ones that bring me great joy and are great distractions from reality, especially in this complicated, changing, shifting world. Whatever it looks like for you, find what brings you joy and helps you stay grounded in this crazy, ever-changing world. Class of 2026, in summary, there's a lot we can't control, but we can always change. And we can choose how we respond. And when we can't change, just remember to live, laugh, love. Just kidding. Remember to learn or to lean, learn, live. Lean into uncertainty. Learn how to ask for what you need in the moment. Is it to be helped, to be heard, or to be hugged? And live your life to the fullest. Last awkward page turn from me up here. Back to our simple and heartfelt haiku from earlier, reminding us of the certainty and the beauty of change. And for all my haiku fanatics out there, smile, please quote me, is actually a one-syllable word. Believe it or not. Our time is short. Treat each day like it's your last. Breathe deeply and smile. Class of 2026, thank you for the honor of being a part of this moment with you and for the last 3 years, including me in your program. And congratulations as you begin your professional lives as occupational therapists. I'm so proud of you. And I wish you all the best in the journey ahead. Thank you. Thank you.
So Matt, this is for you. Thank you so much for such a beautiful keynote. Anybody who works with you know that you're a joy to be with each and every day, and I too will embrace your advice and embrace change with joy.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. All right. So we are now looking forward to our student response, and I am very pleased to introduce Bana Sambali and Jasmine Villanueva, who have been selected by the class to give the student response.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our pinning ceremony. Can you believe that we're finally here? After everything, we've made it to the end of this journey. It feels like just yesterday we were walking into OT school for the first time, carrying a mix of excitement, nerves, and uncertainty, not really knowing where the next 2 years and 9 months, basically 3 years, would take us. We came in expecting to learn how to help others, to build hands-on skills through fieldwork, and eventually become occupational therapists. But I think what many of us didn't fully expect was just how much this experience would challenge us, not just academically, but personally. OT school was never just about showing up to class, sitting through lectures, or passing exams. It was long nights studying, rereading material, rewriting notes, and constantly questioning if we truly understood what we were learning. We pushed through some of the hardest courses we've ever taken, made it through our level 2 fieldworks, completed countless projects, all while balancing everything else that life threw our way. And in the middle of it all, a lot of us experienced imposter syndrome. We questioned if we really belonged here, if we were capable, and if we were enough to become occupational therapists. But through all of those challenges, we grew. We became more resilient, more adaptable, and more compassionate. We learned how to advocate not only for our future patients, but for ourselves. We discovered strength we didn't know we had, and we learned that asking for help is not a weakness, but a part of growth. And one thing we cannot overlook is that we did not do this alone. We had professors who guided us and challenged us and believed in us even when we didn't believe in ourselves. And just as importantly, we had each other. Our classmates became a part of our support system. We studied together, vented together, laughed together, and reminded each other over and over again that we weren't alone in this. What makes the class of 2026 so special is not just what we accomplished, but how we did it together. We showed up for each other in the highs and the lows. We celebrated birthdays, had holiday parties, went to cohort outings, and built a community that truly reflects the heart of occupational therapy. And all of those experiences prepared us for the most meaningful part of this journey.
So I have to hold this so I don't fall because my legs are shaking. Okay. All right.
During fieldwork, we got a glimpse of the impact we can have. We saw how small, intentional interventions can help someone regain independence, rebuild confidence, and find meaning in their daily lives. Those moments when a client reached a goal, when something finally clicked, when we felt that sense of pride, those were just the beginning. What was once a temporary role for us is now becoming lifelong work, and that is both powerful and humbling. Because while our clients' lives may not be entirely in our hands, the quality of their lives often is, and that is a responsibility we do not take lightly. Being an occupational therapist is no longer just something we study. It is becoming part of who we are. As we walk out these doors, we carry with us the responsibility to serve others with compassion, creativity, purpose every single day. When I think about the kind of therapist the class of 2026 will become, I think of practitioners who create meaningful, lasting impacts. Therapists who collaborate across disciplines, who advocate fiercely for their clients, and who are not afraid to bring new ideas forward. Therapists who continue to learn, grow, and push for better ways to serve the communities around them. And just like we built a sense of home within our cohort, I truly believe we will carry that same warmth, connection, and support into every space that we enter. Before we close, we want to take a moment to express our gratitude. To our faculty, thank you for challenging us. Sorry, you all look the same. Okay, thank you for challenging us, supporting us, and believing in us. To our families, thank you for standing by us through the long nights, the stress, the breakdowns, and the victories. And to our mentors, thank you for shaping our clinical reasoning and showing us what it truly means to be an occupational therapist. As the class of 2026 leaves here today, we do not just carry a pen. We carry a responsibility to help people live meaningful lives, and that is something we will carry with pride. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Vanna and Jasmine. Special student response for a very special class. It's lovely. Our pinning ceremony is an opportunity for our graduates to celebrate their accomplishments and all they will bring to their work as occupational therapists. These graduates are ready to fight for funding for community-based supports that make it possible for people to live independently in their homes, and they're going to use their skills to advocate for access to high-quality health care for all. They also are ready to articulate and celebrate the distinct value that occupational therapists bring to patient care. Graduates, we recognize that the road leading to this pinning ceremony has not always been an easy one. Your doctoral degree was years in the making. You came to the EOTD program as accomplished college graduates with impressive work and service records, and we know that UIC's EOTD program is demanding. You have put in countless hours of studying, and sacrifices have been made by both you and your loved ones, but it has been worth it. You are joining an amazing profession that will bring you joy and will give you countless opportunities to grow both personally and professionally. And when you're having a rough day at work, and there will be those days, remember why you decided to become an occupational therapist. Remember the unique strengths that you bring to your field, and remember that you are not alone as you face the challenges before you. You have your UIC family, both your classmates and the faculty and staff who have stood by you and will continue to be there for you. In your honor, graduates, Kara Kesselring will now play Count on Me by Bruno Mars.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of a sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what you're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. Well, you can 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. And that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, and I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, and I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. That's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. That's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah.
Thank you, Kara, and thank you, Mr. Mars. So as we transition to the main event of the day, let me tell you a bit about our pinning ceremony. The UIC Department of Occupational Therapy was created in 1943. The first department head, Beatrice Wade, began the proud tradition of a pinning ceremony. Pinning ceremonies celebrate a transition, that of student to professional. The students receiving their pins today are preparing for the final steps into entry into the profession of occupational therapy. The term profession has special significance. It's different from having a job or even a career. Members of professions share several key responsibilities. Among others, these responsibilities include developing and evaluating their own science or body of knowledge, policing their own practice, and that of their peers to make sure that the conduct of members of the profession meet the highest ethical standards. Meeting the expectations of a profession requires thoughtfulness, commitment, and hard work. And as I look at the graduates of this class, I know you're extremely well prepared, very skilled, highly committed, and ready to open doors for occupational therapy in new and exciting ways. Today, we welcome you as colleagues to our profession. In a moment, we will begin the presentation of the pins to our graduating students. Our students will be called to the stage in alphabetical order, and the pins will be presented by our department head, Dr. Susan Majesty. If you would like to take pictures, feel free to do so and approach the stage. I will now call the names of our graduates. So graduates, as I read your name, please come onto the stage. Our first graduate is Andrea Adap. Megan Cabrera. Angelina Castle. Nancy Cuellar Sanchez. Lauren Ashley Dimayuga. Kelly Dunphy. Bridget Egan. Feba Eliadam. Nicholas Arizo. Yasmin Esparza. Jenna Frizzell. Katerina Garbus. Sarah Gonzalez. Aziana Griffin. Samra Hasib. Elizabeth Hume. Layla Jakovic. Caroline Close. Jeremy Monlapaz. Natalie McCormick. Indre Mitskavichus. Rachel Montoya. Monica Moy. Stephanie Orr. Kaya Patel. Lily Patton. Shazeen Kirishi. Kiara Sam S. Rania. Abigail Ambler Reed. Abigail Muir Smith. Sarah Grutner Soloveichik. Bana Sambuli. Natalia Sutik. Ashley Tafur Fernandez. Joe Talbot. Aileen Yvette Velazquez. Jasmine Villanueva. Hannah Wang. And Kara Youngkin. I would now like to introduce Veva and Kea to come up and lead the graduates in reciting the Occupational Therapist's Creed. So graduates, go ahead and rise. Thank you.
Respectfully and enthusiastically, I do hereby promise my wholehearted service to care for those entrusted to me. I assure competence in my work and will strive for greater knowledge, skill, and understanding in the discharge of my duties in whatever role I embrace, practitioner, educator, researcher, or manager. I solemnly declare that I will hold and keep sacred whatever I may learn of the lives of those I enter. In embracing the responsibilities and challenges of working with persons of diverse backgrounds, I will uphold a person's right to self-determination and will always endeavor to provide quality care. I pledge from this day forth to forever serve ethically and compassionately, and I hope for patience, gentleness, and understanding in all therapeutic partnerships.
Thank you, Veva and Kea. Our ceremony will conclude in just a moment, and the department would like to invite you to join us for a reception in the hallway right outside this room. A final thank you to all of you for supporting our graduates and the university. As we close, I would like to extend a special thank you to Maria Larson-Watt. As every student and faculty member knows, Maria is instrumental to the successful delivery of not only our event, but the entire EOTD program. Maria, where are you? Wave. Thank you, Maria, for the expertise and professionalism you bring. I would also like to extend a special thank you to Kara Kesselring, who has brought such talent and grace to our pinning ceremony for many years. So please remain seated while our graduates and then the faculty will exit the hall. Thank you.